fabulous friends. How's everybody doing today? Oh my goodness. I wanted to tell you about this drama that is happening on Married to Medicine. And I'm telling you, and then people have been asking me, Fabulous Annie, what is your opinion about all this? Oh my goodness, I have been so furious about this thing. I watched it live and I couldn't even believe my ears. I'm telling you, I couldn't even believe my ears. Let me break it down for you what happened between this mother and her son. This is Dr. Simone from Married to Medicine, and this is her youngest son. Her youngest, is a younger son. She has two sons, and she has a husband named Cecil. I don't remember what this boy's name is, and his older brother's name is. I really don't recall their names right now, but this is the situation that happened. They are all this. The scene starts with him and his brother getting ready, making drinks for their parents that are supposed to be coming. I don't understand whether it is the parents. Whether it's the parents' house that they were getting the drinks and food ready for, or whether it was the whether it was their house, because previously she had bought a house for them and they were living in the house, but that was on campus. I don't know. Now they finally graduated from college, so they were seeing that the parents came in, Dr. Simone and her husband Cecil. They came in and the kids gave them drinks, and they all sitting down on the table with the drinks and stuff. And then what they call it, and they're all sitting down on the table having the drinks. And then they already previously told us that both boys had already graduated from college. You know what I'm saying? So they sit on the table, and then this boy told his mom, he was like, "Mom, I'm tired of the Jeep that you bought for me when I was graduating from high school." She said that he needs something new. So the mom was looking at him like, "What?" But the thing that confused me a little bit was that he said, I'm tired of the Jeep that you bought for me. And he's like, "I know you." And he looked at his mom and said, "I know you are tired of the Jeep too." And she seemed like she concurred that, oh yeah, she was tired of the Jeep. So that was what, that's what I heard. So then he proceeded to say that he is going to law school and he wants his mom to pay for his law school education. That's what he said. And then his mom got upset with him, and she told him, was like she's not paying for anything. And then he went on to guilt trip the mom and said that white people of their caliber pay for all their kids' expenses and all their kids' education and everything. That he expects his mom to pay for his law school education, so that he was saying about the white people, that they pay for all their kids' colleges, expenses and education, tuition and everything. And then that's why the kids come out and graduate and then they become millionaires. That's what he told his mom. So his mom was like, "I am not paying for nothing anymore," different things like that. And then she was talking about how he had blown her credit card, used her credit card and used $60,000 out of her credit card. And then he said, then you know what he said? He was like, "I'm done with this conversation." Oh my goodness, she went off. She was like, "I have sacrificed for you all these years. I have paid for your education. I have put a roof over your head, paid for a roof over your head." She said that is the only thing that she is entitled to, that she is going to do. And then she told him, she was like, "You are an entitled child, and this and that, asking me for a Jeep, asking me for a car, and to pay for your education." She was like, "When did any person ever think about me? That I want to retire soon. I've been working all my life trying to provide for all of you guys." And so, and then she's talking to the husband, and saying that the husband now says that he was like, "Well, he's thinking about how to help you. That's why he wants you to pay for his education, to go to law school so he can pay." So she was like, "Well, so that I'll be dead before he finished from law school." Oh, in my mind, I'm like, law school is probably 2 years. How will she be dead by then? But it took them, it seemed like, allegedly it took them forever to graduate college. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that's what she's insinuating, that they might not, it might take him forever to finish graduating from law school. She said she probably would be dead by then. Is that when he's going to be able to help her? So she went off. She was like, she told Cecil, she was like, every time she tries to talk to the boys, that he takes their side. And meanwhile, she shouldn't talk for her. He shouldn't talk about how she spent her money, and she was so upset. And next week we saw camera people and other people. But after all this explosive conversation, in their house. You know what I'm saying? She went off. I think they said she was cussing and everything. She's talking about he's an entitled this and that. They've been having like lives on their shows with all with this same boy and her. And the last life I heard, she was talking, and Cecil was talking, and the boy said, "Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up." And I'm like, look at this idiot. He is controlling the home. He is telling his parents to shut up. For real. I was like, what rubbish is this? He is such an entitled idiot. Oh my goodness. I was like, oh my goodness. You have to be careful with kids like this. I'm telling you, because he feels that his mom should pay for him to get a new car and then pay for his law school instead of him going to go get a job so he can help the family. He's educated now, and he, instead of going to get a job, he's thinking about he wants to go to law school that probably, who knows, he didn't even finish. His mom probably, it took her a long time to be able to help him graduate because she is saying things without saying things. That's why she said that, was it when I'm dead before you be able to take care of situations? Because probably for him to graduate this university, it took her like this to graduate, for him to graduate. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she was so angry with her husband. She's like, you need to back me up. You're always trying to please the boys. And meanwhile, she's the only one walking in the house, it looks like. She's the only one taking care of everybody financial. And she's like, I want to retire. How am I going to retire with all of you post responsibility? You all need to go look for jobs. That's what it was terrible. And he is so entitled. And then, something? They showed them on Watch What Happened Live. And this small rat was sitting down there with his leg all spread out, talking about his mom. He's talking about, I don't know whether it was another life. He said that his mom got him a Tesla or something like that. I don't even know, Tesla or something like that. I was like, you went and got this idiot a Tesla. What example are you showing, actually? Haven't you been watching the news? All these entitled idiots that what they end up doing? If they don't get things from their parents, what they end up doing? Trying to kill them and stuff? Oh my goodness. I was just looking. I said, why? What kind of example are you teaching this boy? So he rakes to you and then you comfort him by doing what he asks you to do? What? You will never retire. It looks like you will never retire. I'm telling you. They all three need to go find a job. For real. What are you teaching your young men? To depend on a woman to provide for them? Or they should be able to provide for themselves? And then you know what else? He has a girlfriend. Because I saw them on vacation. He has a girlfriend. So she is not only supporting his butt and his brother's butt and her husband. She is supporting all three of those men plus their women too. Are you hearing what I'm saying? What rubbish is that? What are we teaching our young men these days? What are we teaching our young adults these men? For real. He has the audacity to go get a girlfriend when he has no job. And then you entertain all that, taking them on vacation that you paid for. Oh my goodness, Jehovah, Dr. Simone. What is going on here? What is going on here? And then he said he didn't even know how he spent the 60,000 on the credit card. Why are you giving him a credit card in the first place? Why? Horrible. You need to throw them all out, then go find jobs. Throw all of them. He is so disrespectful and entitled. Oh my goodness. This is the reason why you don't spare the rod when taking care of kids. Kids should not have this audacity to open their rotten mouth to say rubbish to any of their parents. Rotten mouth. For real. For him to tell you, hold up, hold up, hold up. You say, hold up, hold up. Telling his parents indirectly to be quiet. This idiot. Are you hearing me? Oh my goodness. Lord Jesus, let me not go off on him. For real. He is missing several whippings. Several whippings. I'm telling you. For real. Entitled individual. Girl, be watching this news though. Be watching this news because when he doesn't get what he wants from you, you never know what he will do to you to get what he wants from you. Be careful. I will watch my back severely. And make sure they don't have no life insurance on your butt too. For real. That's my point of view. Bye everyone.